The dwarfs of the mountain smash like this.
Natwuns. I didn't do it right.
Try it again.
Hi, my name is Carl. I'll be your DM today. Welcome to our table. This is the world of Sansi. You all open your eyes to a pounding headache. Ugh. But the air around you is calm, which helps. You take a look around, faintly spotting the strangers you had just met, blurred shapes attempting to get on their feet. As you blink, it all slowly comes back. You had just looked the face of evil in the eye and denied his demands together. There would be a reckoning, you know this. But for now, you're just grateful to be alive. Thanks to a stroke of luck, you all manage to get to safety. The question is, where are you? The gentle waters lap repeatedly on your ankles, as if urging you to rise. You feel more sensations as you struggle. Your bones ache, your mouth is dry, your head is still pounding. You grit your teeth and clench the cool, soft sand in handfuls as you make your attempt to hoist yourself up. So all of you have caught sight of one another on the beach there. The gentle waves are still rolling in. You take a look around and you can definitely see that you're all groggy, all looking pretty tired. Ahead of you, kind of a bit ahead of Reyniko and Zanzar, the glint of two necklaces catch their eye, lodged deep in the sand there. Reyniko, you have the floor.
Yeah, I'm going for my necklaces. Where I want my family heirloom back. I need to get that back to my daughter at some point. So I would like to go and grab my necklaces.
They are right here. Are you walking, running? How are you going?
I am sprinting to my necklaces.
You see the sand
them on.
kind of just scatter around Reyniko's feet as she runs towards the necklaces lodged in the sand there. The necklace has lost its sheen and its magical power, and Reyniko knows this, being the owner of those necklaces.
Axel seen some light in the distance, and hopefully people moves towards them.
Across the stream, right in front of you, Axel, you catch the flicker of dancing flames and moving shadows. As you step closer, guttural sounds, kind of like excited conversation.
Say guys, I don't think we should approach this camp too hastily. How about I go check it out sneakily first, and I'll let you guys know if it's safe.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons though. I want to fight them, whoever they are.
I'll go see some weapons, and if I have some, I'll bring some for you, and everyone.
All right, let's kill them.
This time, the whisper and chatter from your entire party, you don't feel like it was too loud, but when you look over back at the camp, or the fire, the flickering fires that you were seeing, it suddenly goes dim. So the fire has been put out, from what you can tell.
Hey everyone, did you all just wake up like me on this beach? I know we've all just met, but I don't know, should we all journey together from here?
Yeah, I'm really hungry and thirsty. I think we should take care of that first. What I will do, I will run up to them and distract them, and you can do what you need to do. Axel moves up towards the stream, and he yells out, "Hey, I've just washed up ashore. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. Can anyone help?"
You see the bushes in front of you kind of rustle, and you do see a figure kind of step forward. It's to be a goblin. And this goblin is not the best looking customer, Axel. Not heavily armored either, but the weapons around his belt look quite formidable, there's an interesting glint in his eye, and you do notice that even as he leaves those bushes there, the rustle is still going on. There seems to be something in there. So he kind of takes a few steps towards you, Axel. He looks you up and down, which doesn't take too long. And he remarks, what'd you say your name was?
I didn't. I'm just a hungry and thirsty fella. Can you help me out?
Hungry, that's your name. Well, why don't you come over here? We got some food. Some beds? Are you tired?
A little.
Alright, why don't you come over?
You see the goblin kind of raise a hand out and just kind of motion you over there, Axel. So, okay, as you just kind of get your stubby legs.
Nothing.
Straight
Okay. Just went
He
for
dies
it,
right
huh?
now.
Went right for it.
You just kind of waddle your way over the stream.
Darna's a little bit worried about Axel's decisions. So I decide to.
Actually, Darna, right about this moment, you do see the campfire reignite. And Axel, from where you're standing with the goblin, you can see that there is someone else that has made their way to where the campfire was and started to reignite it.
Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna cast my cantrip. So I want 4 orbs around me. I walk towards here and start yelling. Alright, I can cast some fire too. Wanna party with me? And then start dancing across the stream. Nice to meet you, friends.
Okay.
This is my friendship's dance.
At this point, the goblin does stop walking towards the campfire and just turns around, looks over at Darna, and then down at Axel and says,
Hey, your friend there, that is your friend, right? Yeah, she knows this is a forest, right?
She's a little unwell. I'm sorry for my friend there.
I'm gonna look towards both Darna and Axel and just think to myself, what am I doing with these two? Oh my god. And then I'm just gonna go into the bush and hide there.
because of Darna, the goblin did turn around. Please roll for stealth.
26.
Oh wow! Wow!
That's a 24, but
Wow!
Plus 2, because I have expertise, so it's 26.
there's no reason to be that stealthy anyway. Axel, the goblin, is still transfixed by Darna's actions there. He does turn to you. He says,
So what's with the light show, bub?
The light show is for your honor. We want to entertain you for some food and water.
the goblin looks at you and he says,
Well, I'm honored. I love this. All right.
he does kind of motion you over and he brings you closer into his camp. The orc that you see is quite muscular, sturdy, like an old tree. She has slicked black hair which obscures the side of her face. She just eyes you down, calmly, just watching. You do notice that there might be something in the tent that's directly ahead of you. You hear a coming from inside the tent. The goblin and the orc do not turn or make any acknowledgement of these sounds happening.
So, that food and water.
He looks at you quizzically first and then,
Yeah! Food, water. Now that you mention it, here you go.
he does grab a few plates that were beside him. He hands it over to you, Axel. There's a half-eaten chicken on there, or what looks like chicken. And you see that in front of you, there's already cups. You don't know what are in there, but he does motion towards them. He says,
Help yourself, bub.
I devour what I can.
the goblin and the orc watch, just smiling, kind of enjoying, it seems, Axel's company there.
Darna wants to grab the goblin's attention, so she dances from here to here to here, and just says, "Hey y'all, watch me dance. You guys want some entertainment? Come over here. We're friends, right?"
The orc does turn around and comes towards you there. She is watching you. She seems entertained as you kind of do a backflip there and land perfectly.
I might just try and peek a sneak into the tent from behind it. See if there's anything.
Yes, you may peek a sneak in there. Van has crawled into the dark and dingy tent without fear.
All right, I'm gonna make like a grand entrance and like pass through the flames and just be like, "Hey, Mike."
The orc does grunt in acknowledgement of your greeting. Axel, you're up. The goblin turns to you at this point, though. He says,
You didn't ask my name, but I'll give it to you anyway. It's Tonks. It's kind of a courtesy around any of these parts to introduce yourself. I guess you don't know your manners there.
So I reply, "Oh, sorry, my bad. My name is Axel. Here, in return, I'll sing you the song of my people." And as I take a big, deep breath to sing the song of my people, I take a plate and I smash him on the head. The dwarfs of the mountain, they smash like this.
15.
Oh wow.
Axel belts out his entire line of the song of his people and smashes his plate into the head of the goblin. Axel, please roll a 1d8 there. You see the plate just shatter into pieces on the goblin's head, and you see the goblin's face. He is kind of still looking at you. As you smash it, his expression is like this.
Yeah, that tickled.
Is that
part of the song?
Yes, it's part of the song. You take a plate right to the face, and it's a smashing rendition of the song of our people.
In that case, that was amazing. Oh my god, can I hear more?
You see on the goblin's head a gash has formed and blood is starting to drip down his nose. He doesn't seem to take notice.
Why, yes, I have more.
Darna doesn't like attention getting taken away from her, so she's gonna sing too.
Okay.
Axel, why are you singing? I can sing better than you. While dancing with my dancing lights, okay? So I'm gonna sing and twirl with that.
Darna, the moment you start singing, your voice and Axel's kind of meld together to form this beautiful harmony. Even though you're singing different songs in the forest, everything kind of lights up even brighter than it already was. Your orbs kind of just cast a stronger light all around you. It seems like the campfire is dancing. The lights are dancing as well. The atmosphere has completely changed in the forest. The orc, not for some reason, but you look at the orc's face and you can see just this tiny sliver of a smile forming on her face. Okay, inside the tent, Ban, there are some things that might be of interest to you. You notice a bedroll. You notice rope. You notice what looks like a shield and some water skins off to the side of the tent.
I take all of it. I'm just gonna stay put, enjoying the duet. That's just like swaying back and forth.
Zanzar, please roll for performance. You are starting to dance in front of the orc there. Axel, you are still regaling or kind of singing out loud to this goblin. They are thoroughly entertained by you.
Well, Tonks, I could really use some water. You know what? I'm gonna make my way over here and see if I can fill this cup here with some water. What do you say?
Please, be my guest.
In a few turns, if the rest of you don't manage to do what Axel did and at least sate one of those needs that your character has right now, you will start rolling on disadvantage for most of your rolls. Axel, you're in pretty good shape. What do you
Does
do?
the water skin that I have water in it?
The water skins that you have, they're all empty.
Okay.
You have 3 of them. And also the bedroll kind of case or whatever you're holding, the bedroll, we're gonna call it a bag. It's not made for carrying all these objects. It won't be able to hold everything for much longer.
It's okay. I just have it in there. I'm not gonna carry it out. I just
you're not gonna carry it out. Okay.
in there.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm not carrying out right away.
All right. Axel, it is still your turn.
Okay. So I return to the goblin and I say, okay, part 2 of this rendition. And I start walking around the campfire as I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
And then I pretend to fall into the tent.
Hey! And you do fall into the tent, Axel. You don't notice anything yet. It is pretty dark, but you do hear the same.
I'm gonna speak to this orc and just ask, "What's your name there? You seem to be enjoying my performance. How about give me some food and I'll give you some more entertainment?"
And the orc looks at you, sends a grunt off, and kind of shifts her body sideways, kind of enough for you to walk past.
Alright, so I'm gonna eat the plate on the plate, but I'll just drink water from the stream here.
So the
It's like
orc,
drinking
the
this
orc
from-
has put their body back, kind of blocking you. So the orc turns around, looks down at you, Darna, and then at the tent where Axel's stubby legs are sticking out. Darna, in front of you, you do notice the orc kind of take their hand and just bring it slowly down to their weapon.
I'm gonna try and sleight of hand some weapons from his waist.
So Ban sneaks out of the tent, sees the back of that goblin.
So 20
Ban, you have successfully pilfered one of the daggers that were hanging from the belt of that goblin there.
So as Zanzar witnesses all that is happening in front of him, so I'm gonna make haste and I'm going to tackle the orc.
Up! Everybody, please roll for initiative.
Yo, we don't have weapons, bro!
Alright, so I'm gonna RKO this this orc. So I'm gonna run towards it. I'm gonna run past it, grab its head, and then like lean down and then just like, just hit it on my shoulder.
This is beautiful. She takes a bit of damage, so I'm gonna get you to roll a 1d6. You do bludgeoning. Darna, unfortunately, you were in the way of where Zanzar needs to land. This damage will apply to you as well.
Alright, so hearing all this ruffle outside, I'm gonna take my dagger and attempt to slit the goblin's throat. How tall is the goblin? Can I, from when I...
To you?
Like,
That's
yeah, it's me.
That's a skyscraper. That's.
So I'm gonna stab him like on the lower back, around the spine. I'm gonna aim for the spine.
Okay. You do manage to plunge that dagger into the back of the goblin. So after you plunge the dagger in, you twist and you hear the ash, and you kind of see the blood flow down the goblin's rear side there as it what the fuck? And it turns around. It sees the little halfling there that has stuck a dagger into its back. Unfortunately, Ban, it has walked forward with your dagger, or his dagger, kind of lodged in his back.
Why is it lodged? No.
But he does walk right into the fire. You see the goblin kind of go, shit. His shoes have caught fire and he has taken a significant amount of damage. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't see what the hell's going on.
And
It
kind of just this
sounds like-
thud of like fighting from kind of close by. That would be Zanzar, but you don't know.
My first thought is like, oh my god, should I check this out? But also, I'm getting really dizzy because I suddenly realize how dehydrated I am. So I'm gonna first go to the river and get some water and also try to get a better view of what's going on.
So all the ruckus doesn't phase Reniko as she makes her way
I'm
backwards
dizzy.
towards the stream and just puts her entire head in the stream. Now,
What the
from
hell?
your vantage point, you do see a heap of bodies. It
my
is
God.
Darna flat on the floor with the orc and Zanzar just toppled on top of her.
What are these people doing? I barely know them. What the hell is going on?
I realized that the orc has a weapon. Can I grab it?
If you want to steal this orc's weapon, you're gonna have to wrestle it away from her.
Son of a bitch!
Is that a natural one? you make an attempt from underneath the orc and Zanzar to pull the greatsword away from the orc that is holding it. She's a bit dazed, so you think, oh, you know, this'll be easy. No problem. You pull the greatsword and just yank it. And unfortunately, the orc doesn't let go, and you see the greatsword just kind of stab into Zanzar's back.
Zanzar!
Zanzar, there is a great sword lodged in your back there. You have taken 8 damage. You are in critical condition, Zanzar. The goblin is burning, so that might be okay. From your vantage point, Reniko, you do see that the fire that was on the goblin has made its way to the grass that's there. It's a bit concerning. The orc that is over here, however, notices that their greatsword is plunged into Zanzar.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You see the orc kind of pull out the greatsword and just kind of masterfully, and probably because the orc is very well acquainted with their weapon, just shoves it right back in, and you see it just kind of carve a bit more of that flesh out. Zanzar, you are down. The orc on top of Zanzar, all of your entire party can hear it just go. "Ugh!" It is not happy, and it has taken first blood.
So I don't see what's happening outside of the tent.
No, but you hear the roar.
Can I do an investigation of what's inside the tent?
Yes. You see that there's somebody here. They're tied up, and they also have a piece of cloth stuffed into their mouth.
So I untie them and uncloth them.
Okay. You see the figure ahead of you, in front of you. This is a human. Their clothing is dirtied, but quite ornate. Shade of green, blending into the grass underneath her. Her face has the look of someone who's been through quite a lot. She looks up at you, and she says, "Well, what are you doing? Have you killed them yet?"
No, I've untied you. We need help. There's something going on out there. I think my party members are being attacked. Can you help us?
She kind of frowns, and then she says, "Then what are those for? Are they for show?" She's pointing at your arms, Axel. Zanzar, you're up.
R.I.P.
Are dead. So
I'm resting.
Okay, I'm gonna stand in front of Zanzar. And also, can I like yell something out while I'm doing this? What is going on? Why is everyone attacking each other?
So beside you, the orc turns. They're kind of face level towards you, Reniko, and you just hear, "Ah!"
Is there anything I can do for Zanzar?
Yeah, it's a medicine check.
Sort of like,
Starbucks! Somebody's getting Starbucks!
You perform first aid on Zanzar there. Kind of just check through the boxes. Yeah, just a bit of that. Kind of just putting your entire weight on it, and you see Zanzar just cough up blood right on your face there. But Zanzar, you are up with 1 HP, actually. The natural 20 on the medicine roll. Amazing.
Can I like grab the orc's head and like twist the head? And I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll my inspiration for this one.
Ooh,
Come on, man.
ooh, ooh.
Zanzar, you rubbing your bad luck on me, bro!
Kind of hear a bit of a coming from the orc, wrapped in your arms there. Darna, you may respond back if you wish.
Can I lick his ear?
She just goes, clearly does not like that.
Earwax!
Like it's gross. I'm telling you, it's gross. If you say, or if we allow that you have taken basically what equates to maybe this much earwax into your mouth and swallowed. I'm gonna say that your hunger is sated.
Oh, that's gross.
Fine. Deal.
The goblin is gonna stay on fire, but unfortunately things are catching fire.
So I turn to the lady that's in the tent with me, go, if you want to live, you will help out as well. And I exit the tent. So I approach the Tonks and I ask him, hey, Tonks, you need any help there, buddy?
Tonks does see you, and Tonks says, Axel! Piss on me! Piss on me right now!
I've only just drunk some water. You're gonna have to wait.
You hear Tonks as he's rolling, just piss on me!
So I'm going to get up, and I see the orc, and I see the flaming tent behind it, and I'm going to Spartan kick the orc towards the flaming tent.
You are severely wounded. Reinico literally just brought you back to life. I'm gonna let you make this kick. We're gonna say it's gonna work, alright, because the orc has been distracted by Darna. But you're gonna die again.
Alright, I'll do it.
Go
I'll do it.
flank.
I'll do it. I'll kick him. Or her.
Zanzar, the Goliath, gets himself into position. You can see him clutching his side. He's still bleeding out. Zanzar, do your scream.
Yeah, boy!
Brings his immense Goliath leg up and just Spartan kicks right into the orc's stomach or abdomen. You see the orc just, ooh! She flies back into the flaming tent, and you can see her clothes start to catch fire as well. She takes damage from the kick, and she is on fire now as well. Zanzar, as you make the kick, you just feel this pain, immense pain in your side, and you do collapse onto the floor, and you are unconscious yet again.
I'm gonna tell Axel. Hey, Axel, there's a shield in that tent if you want it.
Oh, is there? Thank you for letting me know.
So I'm gonna go to the orc who's lying down there and throw up at him.
The orc in turn also vomits. It's a pretty nasty sight.
Can I grab the great sword now?
You might get burned, but you can attempt to.
I mean, I have fire resistance.
Ooh, fire resistant Darna. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna make you roll then. You can just go ahead and grab that great sword. The orc sees Darna and what Darna just did to it. She's not happy. She gets up and just jumps right on you, Darna. The flaming orc, with vomit splattered all over their clothes and body, just in every single crevice actually, just kind of leaps toward you. But Darna, you sidestep out of the way, kind of avoiding all that nasty stuff. The goblin is gonna say one last time, piss on me! Are you going to piss on this goblin?
No. I'm distracted, and by what Ben said. He said that there was a shield in the other tent, and that's the only thing on my mind right now.
The goblin manages to roll and douse the fire that is on him. The goblin kind of lies face flat on the ground there. Looks very damaged and very burnt. The lady beside you kind of looks over. She says, that's pretty hardcore. What's your name, dwarf?
It's Axel. And what's your name?
Just call me bodyguard.
So seeing the Tonks laying face flat on the ground and the dagger is still sticking out of his back, I figure, why not end him?
How did you commit this murder, Axel?
I twisted that dagger right into his back and blood started gushing out.
Yes. So
spinal
Axel,
fluid started coming out, everything.
You have downed this goblin. As the orc is burning, it does look up at you now from the bushes. Just, I guess for the first time.
Alright, well, I have no idea what this fight is about. I mean, somebody's hurt. This orc within 5 meters, within a cube foot of this water. Can I, like, shape the water towards it? I'm changing the direction of the water towards this orc to try to take the fire out and try to talk to it and ask, why are you fighting?
You are able to douse the fire, but the orc has fallen unconscious as you put it out, and they start steaming. There is no combat anymore.
Oh man. So
Can I
close.
ask Axel? Hey, friend, can I have that dagger quickly, please?
Unconscious
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wait.
When I have the
Wait.
dagger, I go and kill the orc.
Wait. Why are we killing this orc? We don't even know what the hell's going on.
It's an orc. When is it ever good?
What are you, racist? You didn't even talk to me. Alright, I'm using my inspiration to cast Hideous Laughter on Ban.
I
So
throw
then
my
you just
dagger at
Another
Rainy.
inspiration for this?
Yo, Hideous Laughter's not gonna kill you, it's just to stop you from killing the orc without, like, thinking.
I'm going to the tent to retrieve the shield that Ben said was there.
Yes, Axel, you pick up a shield. You notice it's pretty sturdy. Reinico, you attempt to cast the magic, but you see it fizzle out in front of Ban's face.
Can I still laugh? okay.
Ban, how did you murder this creature?
I just slit its throat as it's unconscious. Pass away in its sleep. Peaceful death.
Peaceful. Okay. I guess it's peaceful. Ben, the blood does splatter onto your face.
Beautiful. Shower in it.
But okay, slow motion shower for Ben as the blood kind of just lands on your cheeks there, your forehead and your nose, in your on your lips. And the orc is out for the count. You hear from behind you the lady, the bodyguard. Ooh, I think I found the right kind of party here.
Alright, well, I was disgusted by that display of,
Violence.
Thanks for your eloquence there, despite, you know, being a savage, and just going to, like, killing an unconscious creature. So I'm gonna sidestep around. I think it's more important that we check on Xandar.
I see the bloody orc. I'm gonna rub my great sword on the blood, and I'm gonna pray to some random god to grant power.
Darna, you can roll religion.
Okay, never mind.
So Darna takes the great sword and rubs it on the orc, the orc's
Finally, a
blood.
decent roll, eh?
And who are you praying to, Darna?
Luma.
Luma. Luma, goddess
Hey,
of the
Luma.
moon, and the youngest goddess, very innocent and pure goddess. Here's your prayers. You feel the clothing around your throat get tighter and tighter for a second, and you begin to choke before it loosens. That is all that happens.
Damn it. Okay, can I grab the scimitar?
I wouldn't
Okay.
pray to the most innocent and youngest goddess as you rub blood onto your sword.
Who's the demon goddess again? I forgot. Or like some devil goddess.
Are you praying to the gatekeeper?
So I'm gonna move a bit here, and I'm gonna ask the bodyguard. Bodyguard, you got anything for my friend over there, Zanzar?
I might have something, but I need to make a deal with you, dwarf. I'll fix your friend. But you gotta help me with a favor.
I'm gonna go talk to this lady, maybe she can help Xandar. I'm gonna introduce myself and say, yes, good lady, I'm Reinico, High Elf of Pina, and these are my new companions, recently met and traveling together. Can you tell us anything about this orc and this goblin who, for some reason, have fallen by the hands of my companions? And why were you trapped in a tent? And do you have anything that could help my colleague over here who is dying?
She kind of turns to you. She says, I think your buddies here did a pretty good job. They did kidnap me, and I do have something for your friend there. Just cut a deal with this charming little dwarf. She pets your head, Axel. And she motions to ask if she can walk past you, Reinico, as she pulls out a vial from her pocket.
May I ask what the vial is?
It's not the most pleasant stuff. It's a brew of my own concoction. This'll get him this spring right up.
I trust her.
All right, so the lady does walk past you, Reinico. The bodyguard takes out the vial, uncorks it, and just kind of waves it underneath Zanzar's nose there. Zanzar, you spring up almost immediately onto your feet. You just jump up onto your feet. You're still bleeding. A lot of different parts of you are up. Everything is up, Zanzar.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The
All that
bodyguard,
blood flow.
the lady does look you up and down, and she
Wait,
says,
what's up?
Said everything.
well, I guess I do have that effect on a lot of people. What's your name, mister?
Yeah, my name is Zanzar, and there's a bit of blood action down there, but I mean, who can blame? You look pretty nice, this thing.
She actually does a little smirk and she says, and you're not too bad yourself. And she does kind of flick your chin as she corks the vial. So this fire, your party has just been ignoring it. It has caught the orc's body again. So now the tent and the orc has gone back to burning.
Yeah, I don't see any saving this campsite here. So I'm just gonna go back towards the bodyguard and say, all right, what's this about you, mistress?
She turns to you. Actually, she doesn't turn to you. She maintains eye contact with Zanzar while kind of playing with her eyebrows. And she says, well, little dwarf, you'll just have to follow me and find out, won't you? And she looks at your group as she says this. You all look pretty capable, and we're gonna need that to get my mistress back. And that's where we're gonna end this session. Good job for chapter 1. Already 2 more murders than I expected.
Were we-
Really?
Wait, we weren't supposed to kill them? Those were murders.
When are you supposed to murder someone? So for now, we'll end it off there. Axel, you are prompting the bodyguard to kind of bring you to the mistress who you agreed to retrieve in exchange for, I wouldn't say Zanzar's life, you exchange it for Zanzar's consciousness. And also, we figure out whether they ever put out this forest fire that they started. Until next time, join us again for chapter 2.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.